Just a quick video. I uploaded a video to YouTube yesterday of hand finishing the flats of my knives, and then it wasn't until afterwards that I watched Del from Dirty Room Knives video, and I could see that the way that I did it wasn't as good as the way he did it. So Del, this is a thank you video to you for sharing all the knowledge with all of us knife makers. I really appreciate it, and I spoke to Lee about this earlier today. Thanks to you also, Lee. Hand finishing, hand rubbing the flats now, using this little jig and a piece of 01 tall steel as a backing, and a very light rub finally with a leather backed piece, but I'll show you how I do that in a minute. But the results I'm getting are just absolutely gorgeous. Really happy with the hand rub finish now. So once again, thank you very much, Del, for sharing your knowledge with all of us knife makers on YouTube. And I'll show you what I'm actually doing here now with this little setup. A little squirt of oil, keep it all lubed up, and I'm using a P220 grit on a cloth backing, piece of belt actually, and just giving it a nice, not a lot of pressure, just rubbing it backwards and forwards. Sometimes I go slightly across the grain, so it gives it a bit more of a chance to bite into the steel. Making sure I'm keeping it absolutely flat, and I might go just that way a little bit, just giving it a cross grain attack at the previous scratch marks, and then I go with the grain. This is a tapered tang knife, so I'm blending that in as well, you see, taking the scratches out and blending it in. And I'll spend a little while doing that, and then I'll go up to a finer grit, and I'll bring you back in a minute when I do that. I've cleaned off the old 220 grit, abrasive medium, more of a lube up, and then I'm on to this is 400 P400, again on flexible backing. Just rub backwards and forwards. You get the idea, and again I'll bring it back in a minute to the next stage. And now on to the final stage, which is a piece of emery. This is 600. So let's give it a bit more rubbing on the 600. I'll bring it back again in a minute. Now I'm on the final stage now. This is where I use my leather back piece. Very light pressure. Yeah, listen to that wind. I'm just going one way now with it. The storm's really hitting home now. We're getting a lot of wind out there. Strong wind just now, a big gust. Anyway, this is what I'm left with after I finished it. I'm left with a finish like that, and I've never managed to get a finish as fine as that before. Camera focus. The edge hasn't been stropped or anything yet, but I really am pleased with the finish. So thanks to Del and thanks to Lee. I'm pleased with that. I think you can see it's just a nice brushed satin finish. Right, I'm going to get on and do some more of this now, so thanks for watching, and again thanks Del, thanks Lee, and I hope it's been of use to somebody. Well, this is the tapered tang knife. You can just see there's the thickness of the blade there, and then you can see it tapering down. Look.